I just got done watching the PAX West Gearbox showcase for Borderlands 4, where they discussed some in-game, discussed a little bit of DLC, and gave us some more things, just all Borderlands 4 to look forward to. And oh my god, am I excited. Dude, I am so excited. Before we even dive into this, I gotta say something about the cosplay community. Y'all are fucking killing it, bro. They brought up some cosplayers up on stage, and then I've seen some pictures from PAX West of people in Borderlands cosplay. Dude, look, the stuff that people are able to just create and dress up as and do is just freaking awesome, and I love it, and I'm here for it. And I got to give kudos to the people that seriously go and just bust their ass trying to make a cool costume for stuff like this. It is awesome. But all in all, man, we got a lot of information from this show, and I mean a bunch. Like holy crap! First things first, Pearlescence at the tail end of the show. Randy Pitchford had one of the guys that has been working alongside some other developers in Gearbox. They pulled out a sniper rifle, flipped it around. And by the way, if I remember, I will link the show in the description or somewhere down below so you can go watch it if you want to. I highly recommend it. It's a very fun show. And it'll kind of give you the all-in-all breakdown of it. But had him flip it around, and he said, wow, look at this color or whatever. It looks really pearlescent. And then he confirmed on stage that pearlescents were coming back. And I shot into just absolute joy and giddiness because I made an entire video dedicated to pearls, and I said that pearls would be good for the game because it is just something else for us to go do. And that's just what I want. I want a lot of fun stuff to do in Endgame, and that's what they talked about was Endgame. Now, I will say that I do have some worries, but we will get to that here in a second because we are on a positive note right now. Then they also gave us a map of the first few months for Borderlands 4. And they talked about that we will be seeing a Halloween event. It's like a seasonal mini event. Those will be returning. And the first one is going to be called the Horrors of Kairos, which will get new cosmetics, new weather, and then new legendary weapons. So it's going to be kind of like the Halloween event of Borderlands 4, which is very exciting. And then we'll get a bounty pack. Then we will get free content, by the way, the Invincible boss. We are getting an invincible enemy, new legendary weapons, and then this is my worry. We get a new Ultimate Vault Hunter mode level. Now, I am all for challenging gameplay. I'm all for, a lot of stuff to do in in-game. However, my worry with Ultimate Vault Hunter mode and the levels, I think it's just Ultimate Vault Hunter mode level. I don't want it to be like OP levels where it just feels grindy, like a chore. And I don't want it to be like the Chaos Chambers where eventually I just get burnt out because it's the same thing over and over. Now, based off of what they talked about on stage, that is not at all what it sounds like. And that's what is making me just feel kind of a sense of relief. They talked about how it is going to be, I think they really were trying to emphasize that it was going to be different. They said once you do beat the campaign, that is going to unlock Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, which is going to be a tutorial, new missions, and all kinds of other stuff, which is really cool. They also added, and this is really cool, after you beat the game one time, you unlock the level 30 creator, or the level 30 character creator option, which is fucking awesome. Because that is a huge feature that I know a lot of people really like. It hit Borderlands 2 a little while into its lifespan, and then Borderlands 3 got it with the level 13 skip, and then eventually we got the max character creation level, which was awesome. So seeing this is really exciting, and all in all, just really, really cool. Beginning back to the first few months, we will also be getting 2 bounty packs. These will be released at different points in the game. I think the second one is going to drop in 2026. But after Bounty Pack 2, we are going to get the Mad Ellie and the Vault of the Damned Story Pack 1, the first DLC. And along with this DLC, ladies and gentlemen, a brand fucking new Vault Hunter. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is when the first new Vault Hunter is supposed to drop. And they gave us a little silhouette. Dude kind of looks like a scarecrow, I'm not going to lie. I've seen him in the red that they showed up on screen. And then I seen him in a yellow. And then someone also posted a picture of him in a different coloring, trying to break down all of his, like, I guess, his shapes and stuff. But to me, he kind of looks like a scarecrow, which is pretty badass. But yeah, so it kind of seems like every time something drops, as far as like the first few months thing, we get new legendary gear, which is really cool. So they're just going to be constantly adding weapons into it. And then it says beyond the first quarter of 2026, we will be getting the Bounty Packs 3 and 4, Story Back 2, Invincible Bosses, not singular, plural, bosses. So that means we have more invincible enemies coming, which means the end game of Borderlands 4, just like 3, is just going to keep growing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I fucking want. I want fun end game. I'm telling you here right now that if Wonderlands had great end game, my ass would still be grinding that game because it was a really fun game until you beat it. Now, Borderlands 4, all in all, what they've talked about on stage, kind of just what they went over with us and just all the cool stuff, has really got me excited because along with just the big stuff, they were also throwing us little things like weekly wildcard missions and then the weekly big encore bosses. There's something you can do with Moxie where there's like bosses that get targeted. You go fight the boss, and it has something to do with their loot pool or something like that. I'm going to have to go watch that again. But this is cool. The Maurice Black Market Machine is going to be making a return to Borderlands 4. And on top of that, here, okay, check this out. Everyone is going to have different loot. So, let's say you and your boys get on, and you got a party of 3. Well, that's 3 different machines, 3 different sets of gear to go look at and check out. So, if your homeboy, he has all the goods, you tell him, hey, look here, motherfucker, quit holding out. Send us an invite. We need to buy some gear, buy some guns, buy some whatever. And that is really cool. It really emphasizes, like, playing together, playing with different people. And so, that all in all is just really cool. So that, the co-op aspect of it right there is really fun. I don't know if I can't remember if they said it's going to be hard to find like the other one. I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully they kind of do what they did with 3. They put it in the same exact location. They just kind of have different gear for everyone because I think there's a dedicated YouTube channel that literally finds the black market machine for you like they go find this thing, which is fucking cool of them to do that. But yeah, man, apparently after you beat the campaign, they said you can just hop into a level 30 character and then just kind of start free roaming and exploring. And kind of just what we've seen with early gameplay footage, we will also, we just have a lot to do. The Kairos map is really huge. I heard something, I think it was confirmed we can go to Elpis. And, we have, gosh, almost forgot. We have a completely different skill tree set, kind of like badass rank after you beat the story. That will add different abilities to different things. They went more in depth into it. I don't really want to try to break that down as much as they did, but essentially we're getting a different style of like badass tokens and things like that to level up on top of what we will be getting XP wise. And they said that it's set to every character. So once you unlock 1 or 2 things, that is going to be set across every single character. So you don't have to do it over and over and over, which is really cool. Yeah, man, I'm really excited for Borderlands 4. Just so far, what they're doing is spot on to what I wanted to see with this game. It's looking like they have really actually put a lot of time and effort into just the making of this game, and I'm hoping that upon launch, yes, there will be bugs. I'm expecting. It's such a freaking massive game. There's so much going on. There's a ton of skills. There's a ton of weapons, tons of things to do, there will 1,000% be bugs, and that is a given with any game coming out. So, yes, there will be some tweaking points and, some nerfs and all that, but ow, I hit my hand. I don't know if that came through on the mic. But anyway, I just hope that the launch of the game goes smoother than 3, and that this game, for the community is received well, because from what I'm seeing, what I'm just kind of looking at, this game looks fun as hell, man. The Vault Hunters, I think like I was pretty dead set on Moe's when 3 came out, and I had that kind of locked in pretty early. But for the first time, kind of like ever, I don't know who I want to play first. All 4 Vault Hunters look very interesting, and we've gotten 4 separate backstory videos on, about all the characters. We get this cool moment where they're just sitting around a campfire talking and just being chill, being human, and it's just things like that. It's the little things that we have been receiving for the release of this game that I can really grow to, just really grow to appreciate that. And so I want this game to succeed. I want this franchise to succeed, and I want us down the road to be sitting here saying, holy crap, I can't wait for Borderlands 5 to see where the game goes. He even teased that we might get to kill a character or something like that we've been wanting to take out for a long time. I'm not sure who, because for me there's several characters, but I'm not sure who he was talking about or referring to. But all in all, man, like, I wanted to keep this video a completely positive one because I'm thoroughly excited for the release of Borderlands 4. I get to sit down and play this game with my best friend, and we get to grind it together and experience it. And we've done that with every single Borderlands title together. And, it's something I'm very, very happy to do, and I can't wait, because this game is truly giving me excitement, and I haven't had excitement for a game like this since probably Borderlands 3. And so, it's going to be awesome, dude. It's going to be awesome, and I'm hoping that Gearbox hits the ground running and just keeps going and keeps releasing amazing content. Oh yeah, also we are getting a Christmas event too, which is fucking cool. I'm a huge Christmas nut. Anyone that knows me at all knows that I love Christmas. I will. I'm one of those people that in October I will go look at Christmas decorations, because I'm that kind of person. I love Christmas. It is like, I don't know. Anyway, so one of the costumes I saw was like you get some deer antlers with some Christmas lights, and you get like a little like light up nose, and then I think you get Christmas lights all around your Vault Hunter. And I was sending that to my buddy, and he said, we're going to be exploring some dark cavern or something on Kairos, and I'm going to look over and there's going to be a fucking Christmas tree walking towards me. And that's the beauty of Borderlands 4. And just Borderlands in general. There's random stuff like that. And then they, on top of that, I think they also sweetened the deal a little bit with the pre-order bonus on what you get when you pre-order the game. I think they added some stuff to it to kind of make people really think about pre-ordering. You get a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video just kind of talking about some of the stuff they confirmed and went over. And like I said, if I remember to, I'm going to really try to remember this and find it. I will link the show down somewhere so you can watch it. Highly recommend, even though they're going to talk about stuff I literally just went over. Just seeing them and their excitement and them talking about it and just kind of going over a little more in the detail, the visual aspect of it, I think will be fun to watch. But that is all for me, guys. Hope you do enjoy it. I hope you are here for the ride of Borderlands 4. I will 150,000% be uploading some Borderlands 4. So y'all better sit back, relax, and get ready for that, because shit's going to get crazy.
Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.